we did it. We finally walked, even though it's been on our schedule to do for the entire time we've had the schedule. We haven't actually done it until today, and we've actually walked so far that we're starting to get eaten up by bugs. So I think that walking is a good idea, but maybe
not this far.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get all bit up. Like there's gnats like all around my face and stuff. I've been walking a while. Tonight's walk was really nice, and it removed a lot of the stress for the rest of the evening. Although I have to say there is an impending doom in the air, or a relatively reasonable amount of impending doom. And the reason I say that is we are finishing up September. September is coming to a close. And we've worked hard this year. Absolutely. We've put in ridiculous hours and created ridiculous amounts of content. But October is going to be the craziest month of the year. And it wasn't really planned for that to happen. It just sort of all happened at once, because there's a bunch of stuff that we wanted to cover, and it's all happening at one time because it's all falling into the same month. To quickly explain what's happening and why there is an air of impending doom, the Pikmin 2 series is ending, but there's still a bunch of other content we want to cover with Pikmin 2, because there's a challenge mode, which is a two-player mode, which we definitely want to show off. That being said, Pikmin 2 has now been on the channel for like 6 months, which is a long time to have a series around. So understandably, the people that never liked Pikmin 2 are ready for that spot to be occupied by something other than Pikmin 2. And we understand that. So we've decided the best course of action would be to do those challenge videos in addition to what's being done that day. Which means we are going to be doing, Morning Mario at 6 a.m., Memorable Moment at 11:30, a Let's Play video at noon, and then at 3, we'll be releasing a Pikmin 2 Challenge Mode video. And that's 4 videos in one day. That's a lot of content. Now, we'll be switching Pikmin 2 out with a horror game that we plan on doing called Until Dawn, which I've heard really, really great things about. In particular, the fact that your choices actually matter. It's like there's 8 people in a cabin, and you take turn. Well, we're going to be taking turns in the Let's Play. You decide what happens, and depending on your choices, the characters live or die. The Walking Dead often gets touted as a game with choices, but that's kind of debatable. After we've played through the Walking Dead series, we'll go back onto the wiki and we'll read, what the other options were. When you start reading it, it's a little disappointing that it is as shoehorned as it is. Like, some of the choices matter, and then some of the choices they really don't. But apparently in Until Dawn they actually do. So that's actually kind of exciting. I'm really pumped to do that. But in addition to doing all of that, we will also be doing Sunday night content on the Super NES Classic. So last year we did the NES Classic, and we did like 30 days of NES. And because there's only like 22 or 23 games in the Super Nintendo, we couldn't really do a month of it. I mean, we could, but we decided not to. And instead, we're going to be doing it every Sunday night. At least that's the plan right now, unless something major changes. You might be saying, well, won't that last a long time? Yeah, that's probably going to last until about February. But that's okay. There's a plan. There's a plan in place, and doing it weekly is fine. Not to mention, if we did it any more often than that, I think I would die. There's so much going on. Adding Pikmin 2 Challenge every single weekday is that's a big jump. But I really want to do it, and I hate to use the phrase "get it over with," but I want it to continue rolling out on the channel, because I do. I want that to be over with and done. So there's going to be a really good solid month and a half of content almost every single day for Pikmin 2 fans, which is cool. And then everyone who wasn't really into Pikmin 2's story that slot is getting replaced with another game until dawn, so they should be happy as well. But it all culminates into a ridiculous amount of work to try and very suddenly start doing Pikmin 2 challenge videos, start to work on Super NES Classic, start a brand new Let's Play, all while I have other things to take care of, and also Mao is working, on her paintings. October, you can see, feels some level of impending doom. But once we start on it, it'll probably be better. Once we get like a certain amount done, we'll be like, oh, okay, we have this much done. Good. Okay, now we have a little bit more done. Good. Now we have a little bit more done. I think it'll be all right. But at the beginning, it's going to be scary because right now we haven't started, and it is scary. Whew. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very pleased to report that right now we are on task to get in bed on time. We should be in bed shortly, and we will get a full night's rest and be up early to get started on tomorrow, and hopefully make this impending doom a little less doomy. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?